Hey squad, if you've been subscribed to the channel for a while, then you know that I am not typically a John Wick out the front automatic type guy. I'm more of a bushcraft folding pocket knife kind of guy. But this one did catch my attention when I was at Blade Show. This is the Kratos out the front automatic double-bladed dagger. So I had a lot of fun playing with it at the booth, so I decided, you know what, I'm gonna get it for the collection. I do have a little bit of a knife collection. If you guys have been watching me for a while, a little bit of a knife collection, and not one that I'll typically would use or carry myself, but a lot of you guys who are into the John Wick thing, you probably would love this. For me, just something that I'm going to probably have to play around with, opening, unboxes, things like that. But hey, let's take a look at this thing, see what you think of it. All right, so Kratos Knives makes all kinds of knives on their website. You can definitely go ahead and check them out. This is not a paid collaboration. I didn't get this knife for free. I'm not an affiliate with them or anything like that. This was one that I personally picked up while I was at Blade Show because I thought it was a fun knife to play with. Let's take a look at it. Got some really cool texturing on the handle. I think it's a zinc alloy handle. Got a glass breaker on the end. You could definitely attach a lanyard to it. Pocket clip is just a little bit off center. It's barely noticeable. Let's check out the action on this. It's nice and slick, smooth, no issues at all. I've definitely played around with it a lot before I did this review just to kind of put it through some paces. I'm going to say that this is going to be, for those of you who are looking for an affordable out the front automatic, this is probably a third, depending, you know, I don't usually put the prices in my videos because it's so subject to change, especially steel prices have fluctuated so much in the last 4 years. But I will tell you, in general, I would expect to find this a third or so of the price of the more expensive ones that are out there on the market. Let's take a look at this blade. It is 440 stainless steel. So very corrosion resistant, of course, and it is double bladed. Now, legalities. Let's talk about legalities with something like this. So first of all, check the legalities of your state. This is 9 inches overall, and double bladed knives in general, there might be some regulations about that. Not getting any wobble or anything like that. It feels pretty secure. I'm pushing on it, trying to push it back in, and it feels very, very stable. Double-bladed knives may have some legality issues in your state if you live in one of those states that doesn't like fun and freedom. So you're going to have to check that for yourself. And out-the-front automatics also have a lot of regulations if you don't live in a state that appreciates fun and freedom and likes to take things away from you. I apologize in advance. Those of us who live in states where freedom is appreciated and respected, we pray for you who are behind occupied territory. We pray that one day you too will be able to be free. But in the meantime, you can certainly enjoy these videos and give me a thumbs up if you're having fun here watching this. So let's give this a little bit of a test for sharpness and see what this thing can do. I'll do a little paper test here. Well, that's pretty good right off the bat. You know, for a affordable knife in 440 stainless steel, I really can't complain about that. Let me try another one. Folks, that ain't bad for kind of a budget-friendly out-the-front automatic. Let's try a little paracord. Whoops, very slippery. Having a little bit of a tough time with the paracord there, but it might be just my angle too. Let's try a couple more strands. Okay, that was better. I think it was the way that I was cutting it behind this camera. Let's give it a couple more just to be sure. That's not bad. That's not bad. For 440 stainless steel, which is, you know, one of the more affordable steels, it's not too terrible. All right, let's do the 3-strand test. Those of you guys who watch my channel, you know this is one of my tests that I do. I'm not going to complain so far, I'll say that. That's a little tough. Okay, it went through it, but a little harder than some of my high-end knives, but you know what? That's kind of expected. Again, if you're looking for something that's more affordable, that if you've been wanting an automatic for your collection or your everyday carry, this is probably a good way to go. If you're you're not ready to make that plunge into something really high-end. Built pretty sturdy. Did the sharpness test fairly well. The action is nice and smooth. I really can't complain about that. I got no tip protrusion there. What about, what are the chances of this might go off in your pocket? It's got some pretty good resistance there. I think it's highly unlikely, but you could always get the sheath if you're worried about it. Like, it's definitely giving me some pushback on that. You definitely got to commit to it. If I was going to carry this in my pocket, I really am not worried that that's going to accidentally go off. You got some good texturing on the grip there. You can see that it is worn in a little bit from me playing with it a lot. Some of the black has worn off a little bit. Interesting texture. Feels good in the hands. About 9 inches overall when it's open. Again, check your legalities for your state. I'm not the boss of you. So yeah, there it is. That's the Kratos out the front, double-bladed dagger, automatic. Let me know in the comments what you think. Let's give it one more little test here. Just got a little piece of basswood. I would actually never use this in this way, but let's just, out of curiosity, let's just kind of see. Yeah, I mean, it's, as far as like sharpness for what I would expect for stainless steel at that price point, it's fairly impressive, guys. Fairly impressive. There you go. All right, squad. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to check in the description down below for some discount codes for products that I think you'll like. I have partnerships with a lot of brands that provide discount codes for you for your preparedness journey, including some knife companies. Unfortunately, I do not have one for a Kratos knife. I'm not an affiliate or partner with them. This was a purchase that I made for myself. So what are my final thoughts on this? So if you're an out the front kind of guy, if you like automatic knives, yeah, this is probably something you'd like. It's definitely reasonably priced compared to a lot of automatics that are out there on the market. For me, I probably will stick with my folders and my bushcraft kind of fixed blade knives, because that's my thing, right? But I definitely like this. It's fun. It's a lot of fun to fidget with. I can use it for unboxings and opening letters and things like that. Certainly will do just fine for that. It is part of my collection. I hope you enjoyed the video again. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you did. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Don't forget to check out my knife playlist, where I have tons and tons of knife review videos, knife testings, torture testing, unboxings, all kinds of fun things that I think you'll like there, okay? Keep planting your seeds, keep stacking your silver. This is Prepping with Sarge.